What's up, everybody? Mark from RBI Breaks. It is 11:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, June 6th, 2021. We are breaking a 2021 Topps Series 1 hanger box, half case team break. It's a 32 box break, and it is eBay letter T1. That is eBay letter T1. I just want to welcome everybody to the group that's new or to one of our breaks. Anybody that's been in the group or one of our breaks before, welcome back. We're going to go with the quick version tonight, Sunday night. We got a fight on pay-per-view. It's clogging up the internet everywhere, so I'm hoping our connection stays strong. Real quick, again, for people new to the break, what you're looking at on your screen, the main screen is the break cam, is where I'll be breaking the product. Behind it is what we call the grandstand. That is where I'll be putting the hits from the break. It's a 3-tier grandstand. The bottom 2 tiers will be the hits. The top tier will be, we've designated 6 what we believe to have the most potential at this point in the season, flagship rookies that we will immediately put in penny sleeves and into a gradable card saver, so that you're getting yourself a true pack fresh, case fresh, grade ready card to have the potential to get the best return either now or probably in the future because a lot of the grading companies are backed up. But we're giving you that card grade ready. I'll go over that list in a second of who those players are. In the upper right-hand corner is a product cam. That is a live camera, not a picture. So that is in real time. You'll see me pull from that. That is what we're breaking. So you'll always know what part of the break we are in currently. And in the upper left-hand corner is the overhead cam that is just showing everything is on camera during the entire break. With that being said, the way I'm going to do the break, on the product cam, you'll see there are 4 rows or 4 sleeves. There are 8 hangers in each sleeve. I'm going to do 1 row at a time, so we're going to break this up into 4 sections. Break down the 8 hanger boxes in 8 packs, pull out the hits, sleeve up the flagship rookies, repeat until we're finished. At the end, I always do a recap of the hits and a quantity count of the rookies, and just so everybody knows, at the end of the night, I will upload this video to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is RBI Breaks. Please subscribe if you're not. And if you're just watching the replay on our YouTube channel and you're not part of our Facebook group, please join our Facebook group at RBI Breaks. We got our confirmation of our Series 2. We'll be, actually, I think it ships tomorrow from Texas. So we'll be seeing how long it takes to get here, Texas to Pennsylvania. But so we should have it midweek, definitely by the end of the week. I'm not sure if I'll have the eBay auctions up in time for the weekend, but we'll probably try and put together some sort of Facebook member-only group break, so everybody gets first shot at it that's been in the group before we go to eBay with it. The 6 rookies, before I forget and we start ripping, are Joe Adell, Alec Bohm, Dylan Carlson, Nick Madrigal, Ryan Mountcastle, and Christian Pache. So again, anytime that we hit one of these rookies in flagship form, they will be immediately sleeved and put into a grade-ready card saver to do whatever it is you want with, but it gives you the opportunity to have a grade-ready flagship card. That's my speech. And now it's time to rip cards. I wish everybody the best of luck. We're going to get into sleeve number 1. Anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, you can throw them up in the chat. I will do my absolute best to keep up with them, along with keeping the break moving at the same time. I knew the camera looked a little high. Let's bring it down. There we go. What's up, Matt? Everybody, good luck. So we will have Series 2 blasters and these hangers for sure. And then we might do some of the retail boxes, display boxes they call them. That's a possibility, but they're not being released until it looks like almost another 2 or 3 weeks for whatever reason. So depending on the demand, if they're there, we'll get some of those. I haven't seen anything about tins for Series 2 yet, so I don't even know. They were supposed to do them, but Topps has cut production back on a lot of their, what they call SKUs, or the way that they release their product. So I don't know if that got chopped off the chopping block for Series 2, because I didn't see a SKU for it. So we will be doing blasters and hangers just like these. Also doing Bowman, Bowman Megas, the Target exclusives, What else is? They're the current ones coming up. We should have a few, nothing major, but we should have a few cases of Stadium Club when that releases shortly. We'll be doing that. Again, if you're new or one of the first breaks, RBI stands for Retail Breaks Inc. That's all we really do. 99% of our breaks are retail exclusive only. So anything released retail, we are more than likely breaking it in the baseball world. We might step over into the football, basketball world, but right now we're concentrating on baseball. All right, let me dial in the focus on the camera so we get off autofocus so we don't go back and forth. Make sure our lighting is good. It's too dark. And we're going to get started. I wish everybody the best of luck. Here we go. Home run challenge for the Cubs, Kris Bryant. Again, if you're new to retail, these are called 52 redos. They're exclusive to retail product only. There's a paper version, which is this. There are 4 papers per hanger. And then there's a chrome version, which is the same card, but obviously in chrome, which you hit one of those cards about every 3 to 4 hanger boxes. It's a 50 card set. There are rookies in here, so it's like Jo Adell. The paper obviously is a lot harder or easier to hit, and then the chrome are obviously a lot harder to hit. The 86th or 35th anniversary card, there is one in every pack, and then there is usually another insert card. This is a History of Topps card, and this kind of rotates between the 25 different insert sets that Topps loves to put together. I am making a secondary pile of cards, like the second tier rookies, Evan White, Luis Garcia. I'll be calling them out as I go through. They don't go directly to the major sorting table. They will get sorted in after the major sort, just so that they're handled with a little bit extra care. Not that our sort isn't handled with care, but it's better to be safe than sorry, so that we can get you these cards exactly the same way that they came out of this hanger box. All right, and let's get started here. First, Nick Madrigal, flagship rookie for the White Sox. Again, immediately put into a penny sleeve, which aren't penny sleeves anymore because they don't cost a penny, and a gradable card saver so that you have a grade ready card. Cap, and since I know I broke about 50 of these cases, the correlation stays pretty close to the same. Alec Bohm is usually next. Another one of our 6. Joey Bart. Again, an 86 per thing, and this is called the 70 Years of Topps anniversary set, where basically they have taken one each year of the 70 years of Topps and put a player on it, past or present player, to make another subset. insert set. Also, if you haven't really took notice yet, the way that the hanger breaks, the first and second half of the hanger is basically, well, it is all base cards, and the center is where the insert cards are and where the hits are. So you'll see me kind of pick up the pace. Bobby Dalbec for the Red Sox, Danny Duffy, Joe Adell for the Angels. You'll kind of see me pick up the pace a little bit through the front and the back, just because, again, all we're looking for there is the flagship rookies, and slow it down a little bit in the center, because that is where our hits will be. '52 papers, Luis Robert, Andre Jimenez, 86 rookie, 70 years of Topps insert, Mookie Betts. So flagship, again, we're looking for parallels of rookies is probably the number one, I would think, well, I know the number one chase as in return on money. I mean, autographs are fun and love to hit them. But if you're looking on return of value, you want a low numbered parallel of a rookie. That is where you'll get your biggest return, especially in the future if that rookie pans out to be somebody. Luis Robert, second year. Christian Pache, fourth guy on our list. All we're missing is Ryan Mountcastle and Dylan Carlson to complete the top row. And then we will add quantity from there, and hopefully some variations, parallels, short prints, super short prints, autographs. Joey Bart. Here's Dylan Carlson. So again, I would say the number one thing you're looking for is a parallel of a rookie for value. Then I would say probably a short print or super short print of a rookie. And then I would probably put autograph after that in terms of value. In terms of fun, autographs are the most fun. 52 Chrome, Matt Chapman. Inserts. Bobby Dalbec, rookie for the Red Sox. Danny Duffy, which tells me, again, Joe Adell. Casey Mize, Sixto Sanchez rookies for Detroit and Miami. There is Ryan Mountcastle to finish off our top six. Have a gold coming up out of 2021 for the Washington Nationals. Howie Kendrick, numbered out of 2021. We'll get a number once we get it top loaded up here. That is number 341 out of 2021. Got a rainbow foil of a rookie, Leody Taveras. Again, it's a parallel of a rookie. If Leody Taveras becomes a star or a superstar, the parallel versions of the rookie cards become much more valuable. Inserts, 86 Casey Mize rookie for Detroit, and this is a die cut, another one of their, again, 25 different insert sets that Topps puts together. Rainbow foil for the Royals, Whit Merrifield. These are our 52 paper. That's a Mike Trout. 70 years at Topps, 86, which is the 35th anniversary. Andre Jimenez for the Mets. He's on the Mets on that card, I should say. Nick Madrigal again for the White Sox. I see Capelin next, which tells me Alec Bohm should be there. Majority of the time, that is the way it works. And there he is. There's another nice rookie rainbow foil for the Arizona Diamondbacks, Dalton Varsho. Again, rookie parallels. You never know who pops out, and parallels or where you want to be in flagship form. 52 papers, 86 Shohei Ohtani. I heard he's having a half decent year. Again, if anybody is new to one of these breaks, all cards do ship. You bid on the cards, you paid for the cards, you paid shipping on the cards, you're getting all of the cards. Jimenez. Another 52 Chrome, Alec Bregman. And another rainbow foil rookie for the Blue Jays, Santiago Espinal. So nothing major in this first sleeve, but 3 nice foil parallels of rookies. It's a good start. Papers, 86. And again, this is the tricky one. It's called Topps Through the Years. You'll see it on the bottom there. It's an insert set they made it of cards that have autograph cards on them, so that if I fly through real quick, it looks like an autograph, but really it's part of this Through the Years set. It tells you what picture of the autograph it is. So I like to explain that because sometimes it gets confusing, especially if I don't say anything and just fly by it. It definitely is a nice scare card for somebody to think that they hit a nice autograph and then that I missed it. But once again, an interesting choice by Topps to make that set. Let me clean up the first sleeve and 8 hanger boxes of the break, and we'll get into the next 8. Brian Hayes is going to be he's going to be the major chase in Series 2. That's where his flagship rookie is going to be. He does have the 70 years of baseball autograph in Series 1. And I believe he has the 86 35th anniversary autograph also in Series 1. But his base flagship rookie will be in Series 2, which will be out this week. All right, here we go with the next second sleeve of hangers, 8 hanger boxes. Good luck. Yeah, Matt, I'd have to agree with that. Casey Mize, Sixto Sanchez. That's what me and Phil were actually talking about briefly. I mean, we'll talk about it a little bit more in depth this week as we get closer. When we get our tracking number from Topps as it's shipped, so we know it's coming. About who we're going to put on the prospect list that we're going to sleeve and card save. I would say Brian Hayes and Jazz would probably be the top 2. Cronensworth and I'd probably say Kirilloff are probably the next 2 So that would be 4. And you kind of struggle a little bit from there, as in who exactly past those 4. I know Florial for the Yankees will be in it. Again, I don't know how much. Yankees has a pretty good market, but I don't know how much the demand will be for him. Gold, 20 out of 2021. White Sox, do it for the fans. Chicago White Sox team card. 991 out of 2021. So I would definitely say those 4 for sure. I mean, well, I know those 4 for sure. Marcus Semien, Rainbow Foil for the Athletics. Evan White, 52. 35th anniversary Clemente. Pedro Martinez die cut. Again, past those 4, Evan White, Luis Garcia. It's definitely not, I wouldn't use the word stretch to find a guy, but it's sort of a stretch. It helped that Ke'Bryan Hayes obviously came back at the right time to drive some of his demand for his cards back up. Oh, live pause, video interrupted. I'll hold up because we got a nice drop of our internet. Let's see here. All right, we're back. Let it reload. I'm just holding up for a second. We got a little bit of an interruption. I know I had some messages from people that were streaming through Facebook and going to stream tonight that they were expecting some delays with the fight and people streaming, so many people streaming the fight through Facebook that you might bog it down. So I think we're good right now. I'll pick back up where we broke up there. Lewis Robert. Christian Pache. Yeah, Jazz. I mean, Jazz has been climbing the rankings. He's been a steady player. I mean, I would say he's a safe, steady player. He's not like he didn't flash in the pan. He's having a solid rookie year. Consistent. Health is always a concern for all these guys. Joey Bart, Dylan Carlson. Before Ke'Bryan Hayes came back and obviously hit two home runs, in his first 2 games back or consecutive games, I think Jazz was going to be the number 1 chase just because Ke'Bryan Hayes was on the shelf. But now with him back, I think people are going to probably put him at the top of the list. Oh, there's Michael. I didn't know you were here. I didn't want to throw that name out there. Here's a nice card. This is a vintage. It's a shame it's not a rookie or a top star. Nothing wrong with Steven Matz, but this is a low number parallel out of 99 that they didn't cut very well. I'll tell you that either. This guy needs to talk to his boss. This is a vintage stock. Steven Matz for the New York Mets. These are numbered out of 99, and that is 25 of 99. Inserts. And a fly just came in, of course. What happens when you have the windows open all day long? NL, yeah, I would. That is the order I would probably have it. Um, Again, if Brian Hayes keeps up what he's doing, he'll jump. If he falls off, he'll fall. Uh, Ryan Mountcastle started off slow. He's definitely been I mean, he's not NL, but he's definitely picking up his. I don't know if he's just adapting a little bit to the majors. Jimenez Madrigal for the AL, I believe, is probably one of the top guys in Rookie of the Year consideration. I think Kelnick's going to need a little bit more time to adjust. It doesn't look like he's cap. Alec Bohm. Doesn't look like, I mean, Kelnick came out hot. Topps Now got to sell a bunch of cards for his first home run, and now he's batting like I don't even want to embarrass the number and say something higher than it is. But Clark Schmidt is the sleeper that nobody wants to know about. I mean, I don't know, Michael, you're giving away your secrets. You could probably be stockpiling it for pennies on the dollar. And if you keep telling everybody, then they're going to be like, I heard about this Clark Schmidt guy. And then the Yankees team's going to go up to $50 every break. All right, we got our continuous run of rainbow foil rookies. Daniel Johnson. You got like a hot stock tip and you keep telling everybody about it and driving the price up. You got to play it the other way. Clark Schmidt, he's terrible, and just keep buying them. Daniel Johnson for the Cleveland Indians, rainbow foil parallel rookie for the Indians. 52 papers, Carlson and Alec Bohm. Inserts again. If I fly through this, looks like an autograph, but it's a Shohei Ohtani autograph, a picture of a Shohei Ohtani autograph. Yeah, that is true. It's can't drive anything up until it actually starts. Bobby Dalbec for the Red Sox again, a guy who started off hot, who was on our list at the beginning, and coach wanted him, so we had to take him off the list. Danny Duffy, Joe Adell. So we'll ever be changing our list just to adapt to the potential of the way that they are playing in their future. I don't know when Joe Adell's having from what I read, a stat line, a decent season so far in minor league ball. I'm waiting for that call up. Not sure what they're waiting for. Mize, rookie for Detroit. Especially with Trout out. That's what I was waiting for. It must be a money thing, contract money, something in between there, I would imagine. There's a Juan Soto home run challenge card for the Nationals. That'll be a fun card to play. Inserts. Yeah, I figure it was something a little bit more internal than performance when it comes to Adell. Hey, a backwards card. That means a short print or a super short print. I don't know which one that is. That is definitely a photo variation, and we'll find out if that is a super or a short print. Mookie Betts for the Dodgers. If it ends in 30-30, it is a short print. If it ends in 31, it is a super short print. So we'll all look together when the autofocus decides to bring it in. And that is a 30-30 short print photo variation for the Los Angeles Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Inserts, Tatis, he's having a good year, I heard also. Again, through the years, picture of a card that's not the card you're getting, but a picture of it. Really fly. Now. Nice 52 chrome Bo Bichette for the Toronto Blue Jays. Papers, 86, and Stars in Service. Again, another insert set Topps makes. They have to print more insert cards than even base cards in quantity wise. Sixto Sanchez, rookie for the Miami Marlins. There's Ryan Mountcastle. Gold for the Padres, Chris Paddock, numbered out of 2021. Is number 1466 out of 2021. Rainbow foil Corey Seager for the Los Angeles Dodgers World Series foil. 52 papers, one being Joey Bart, 86, 70 years of Topps. There's an Evan White rookie. And as I say, Luis Garcia is always behind him. So the Mariners and the Nationals always go bang bang next to each other. Last hanger box of sleeve number 2. '52 Chrome Max Scherzer for the Nats. Lewis Brinson, rainbow foil for the Marlins. Casey Mize, insert, 52 rookie. Nolan Ryan, 86. And Mike Schmidt, 70 years of Topps. That'll do it for sleeve number 2. Sleeve number 3 coming up. Backwards and backwards. I didn't get a chance to see any box scores today. Anybody do anything exciting? Three home run game. It's not it's nothing to take lightly. All right, here we go with sleeve. What sleeve? Sleeve number 3. The next 8 hanger boxes of the break. Oh, triple play. All right, I'm gonna have to watch. Make sure I get my Sports Center in tonight. Casey Mize, Sixto Sanchez. Here's Orion Mountcastle. I agree. I would love to see some color here. I haven't hit a camo in a while. I'd love to hit a camo of a big star or a rookie. '52 Chrome, Christian Yelich for the Milwaukee Brewers. 86 and 70 years at Topps. There's Evan White and always Luis Garcia. Speaking of color, we were, again, me and Phil were discussing about, future products coming out. I mean, Bowman, there's a ton of color in Bowman. Actually, Bowman Retail has been pretty good to us. Bobby Dalbec, Danny Duffy, Joe Adell. He actually hit an Austin Martin Bowman First auto redemption tonight in the camo value packs, which is actually a really big hit for for retail product. But the color conversation came up with Topps Chrome, which is releasing in August, I believe, and some of the pricing on it. Casey Mize. Some of the initial pricing right now is just, just to be blunt, it's just stupid. Like beyond stupid. Like it's almost impossible to break at the prices that they have them. 52 Chrome Devers, Rainbow Foil Buck Farmer for the Tigers. 52 paper, 86 Stars and Service Edgar Martinez, that is. Another Evan White. I feel like he's in every pack with Luis Garcia. Maybe it's just me, because I have to flip it upside down each time. That's why I remember. Why Chomp Up and not Bart? Who knows? Sixto Sanchez. Ryan Mountcastle. I imagine there are so many different. Well, I don't imagine. I know there are so many different, again, service times or contractual loopholes or advantages for prospects to be brought up at different times. At the end of the day, once again, all these major sports, major league sports, whatever it is, Major League Baseball, football, they're all businesses at the end of the day. So it's really hard to say. It defies logic from a fan point or even the Giants are in first place, so you would think. I don't know. I really don't have a good answer. I would just be blabbing because there's no Jimenez, Nick Madrigal. I don't know if they're looking for positional changes. I don't know the way that their contracts are written. As he's signed. As a catcher, there was talks about moving him from a catcher, but I don't know if that's a conflict with the way that they signed him to his contract. It's really, there's so much asterisks by that it's really never know. Here's a nice Fernando Tatis home run challenge. This will be a nice card to hit, nice card to play, and actually a nice card to hit. You'll get a really nice numbered parallel back if you pick the right game for the Padres. Evan White, 86, 7 years at Topps. Yeah, and again, organizations are, you don't know what they're looking at. Are they looking at this season? Are they looking at today? Are they looking at the next 10 years? Are they looking at potential? Is it money? Is it contractual status for, trades? Or, it's Jimenez, Madrigal again. Cap, and again, not a coincidence, but Alec Bohm. A lot of home run challenges we're hitting here, more than normal. Nice Aaron Judge home run challenge card for the New York Yankees. A gold Nico Goodrum for the Tigers, numbered out of 2021. $14.93 out of 2021. 52s, Casey Mize. Jeter, Yankee, 86 Jeter, Reggie Jackson, die cut. Inserts. Oh, so they moved Stevenson to first? Yeah. Again, I mean, is it as simple as, Joey Bart was a top prospect? I don't know the way that they have their contract written, as in positional changes. Does it affect money? Does it void some of a contract? Does it avoid some of a contract length? I imagine there is so much language written in these things. 52s, 86, and through the years, inserts. Christian Pache for the Braves. Yeah, they're definitely guaranteed. I just don't. Again, um, when you get into contractual things, um, you know, did he have a no trade clause? Did he have some sort of trade clause? Um, you know, is it incentivized for him to play a position over another position? There he is right there, Joey Bart, Dylan Carlson. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could be as simple as maybe they don't think he's ready. I have I mean, I have no idea. That's what I mean. It's so hard to say with scouts and minor league and and back office, front office, and rainbow foil for the Athletics, Matt Chapman. I mean, we might just be overlooking Joe Adell paper, Glaber, and Juan Soto, 7 years of Topps inserts. Yeah, I mean, as they say, almost with everything, if you follow everything, it usually comes back to money. It's kind of like investigation 101 in anything. And again, as much as we love sports, at the end of the day, that is an absolute business for those guys. Owners, and obviously group owners, Bobby Dalbec, Joe Adell. I'm sure it's nothing simple. I'm sure it's not just someone that doesn't like him. I mean, it could be, they don't think he's ready for, whether Major League Ball, Major League Clubhouse. I don't know. It's so many variables to it. Aristides Aquino, another guy that I have no idea what happened with. I mean, rainbow foil for the Reds. I don't know if they just don't like this guy. Again, is this a contract situation? Is this I mean, there's another confusing player that just fell off of the radar of everybody. Bomb Dylan Carlson, 52 papers. Oh, jeez. I mean, how many times can they throw the same stupid insert cards in here? Yeah, I mean, again, you know as well as I do. I'm sure. I'm sure there are a lot of players, especially when you're talking young international guys. I mean, if you're talking about pure baseball talent, there is probably so many young international guys that could step into the league right now and probably be I don't want to use the word dominant, but definitely a influence the team that they're playing on in a positive way. I mean, there are, and you're talking about in some cases teenagers or guys not old enough to go to the bar. So again, what is an organization waiting for doing? Again, just like this guy. How does the Nationals? Is it because they moved Bryce Harper, but not really because they were there at the same time? How does this guy come up at 19 years old? And is arguably one of the best pure hitters in baseball right now, in current baseball. But yet, imagine there's 25 other teams in Major League Baseball that have the same type of prospects that won't give them the chance to come up and play at 19 years old. So, you know, I don't think, of course, I think Juan Soto is one of the best, again, pure hitter, just for eye for the ball, that we've seen in a long time. But he wasn't on anybody's radar until they brought him up and let him go to work. Sleeve number 4, the final sleeve of the break, last 8 hanger boxes. Let's see if we can pull something out of these. So far, this has been a lackluster half case. That's one thing I do not know is contracts. I don't know contract size of anybody, let alone. I'm just trying to get us Topps Chrome blasters for under $2,000 a case. My cost, which is $50 a blaster, at a $20 retail price. I mean, these distributors are just getting out of control with the pricing of their product pre-release. Just out of control. Jimenez, gold Miami Marlins team card, numbered out of 2021. Number 600, 600 out of 2021. Mike Trout. Bieber and 70 years of Topps. Vladdy. Nick Madrigal. Cap. Bomb. Rainbow foil Urquidy for the Astros. Paper 52s, 86 Judge through the years, Chipper Jones. Bobby Dalbec, Danny Duffy, and Joe Adell. Casey Mize, Sixto Sanchez. Ryan Mountcastle. I feel like I've been sleeving a lot of the flagship rookies, but not a lot of hits in this half case. We have a green foil board numbered out of 499 for the San Diego Padres, Kirby Yates. That is number 157 out of 499. Papers, 86, 70 years at Topps. Should be Evan White. There he is. And Luis Garcia. There he is. Lewis Robert. Yeah, we could, Ronald. You couldn't put your name on that. That would have made it real interesting if you put your name on that. 70 years. Nope. Major League material. Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Atlanta Braves with would have definitely been more interesting if he put his name on it. Major League material, Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Atlanta Braves. Relic. '86 Acuna. Yadi. Stars in Service. There's a nice 52 Chrome Fernando Tatis Jr. for the San Diego Padres. Here's a random Howie Kendrick, which I will guess is an advanced stats. Yep, numbered to 300 for the Washington Nationals. Howie Kendrick, advanced statistics numbered to 300. That is 210 of 300. Not necessarily the players on the parallel end we're looking for. Blake Snell, rainbow foil for the Rays. 52 papers, Lewis Robert, Evan White. Here's a nice Alec Bohm for the Phillies. Again, the speech. This 35th anniversary edition 86 card is now a 100 card set, or it has been before, but this year is a 100 card set. There are 186 per hanger box. There are 64 hanger boxes per case. So it would take you roughly a case and a half of hangers to hit this one card. So again, it's not anything crazy, but it definitely, if he pans out and becomes somebody, this will be a harder card to get than you would think for a insert card. Here is a nice 7 years at Topps Tatis insert for the Padres. I mean, again, he could have put his name on it and made it even more interesting of a card, but looks like we got a red. I don't know if that's red or orange. I say it's red. Red rainbow foil, which should be numbered to 199. Let's look for a big star or a rookie. It's probably upside down because that's just the way it happens every time I slow roll these. Nope. It looks like a Diamondback, I believe. Eduardo Escobar, red rainbow. It's not a rainbow. Red foil board, numbered out of 199 for the Arizona Diamondbacks. That is number 181 out of 199. Flores for the Giants, rainbow foil. 52s, Joey Bart. 86 and 70 years of Topps inserts. Christian Pache for the Braves. Again, at the end, I will do a recap. No, oh, they switched us on it. It's usually Joey Bart, Dylan Carlson. They went Dylan Carlson, Joey Bart. Tricky. Tricky Topps. Joey Bart. Rainbow foil. I don't know what that says. Soria for the Athletics. I feel like the entire Athletics team has been in rainbow foil in this half break. Paper, 86, 7 years of Topps. Insert. Last hanger box of the break. Christian Pache. Dylan Carlson by himself, unless they're hiding Joey Bart underneath of it. They were Joey Bart. Rainbow foil Randy Dobnak for the Twins. 52 paper Joe Adell. 86 and a die cut Ozzie Smith. And that does it for this break. Let me get this cleaned up. We'll do a recap. There are some stud cases, and in this case, there are some dud cases. This one leans to the dud, in my opinion. Not afraid to say it. All right, let me do a recap here. As I said from the start, I make a secondary pile of cards, rookies, 52 papers, etc., etc., etc. That is the pile right there. The good news, Matt, is that was a fresh case, so I'll be breaking the other half case. I don't know when. But I will. Everybody that is in the chat, I'll tag. That's in this. That when I post the second half, because we all know that there's probably more hits in the second half than the first half. So again, this is the first half of the case of a fresh case. I do have the second half. I didn't post it yet, but I will tag everybody that it's in this break. You're more than welcome to bid on a team at that point, because more than likely there are probably better hits in the second half than this first half through my experience of breaking 40 hanger cases of product. So that's a little inside information, and I have no problem letting everybody know when that half case will go because you purchased into this one. So I will do that, no problem. Recap. Golds. We did 5 golds, all numbered out of 2021. Miami Marlins team card. Nico Goodrum, Detroit Tigers. Chris Paddock, San Diego Padres. Do It For The Fans team card, Chicago White Sox. And Howie Kendrick for the Washington Nationals. Rainbow foil. Again, we did hit some rookies. Of course, they're the entry-level rookies at this point, but I'm not going to try and polish a turd, as they say. Daniel Johnson, rainbow foil rookie for the Cleveland Indians. Espinal, rainbow foil rookie for the Toronto Blue Jays. Dalton Varsho, rainbow foil rookie for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And Tavares, rainbow foil rookie for the Texas Rangers. We did have a few colors and a few parallels. Again, red foil board numbered out of 199 for the Arizona Diamondbacks, Eduardo Escobar. Green foil board numbered out of 499, Kirby Yates. That's not a rainbow. That is a vintage stock. You can tell by the Topps logo is the vintage logo. Steven Matz for the New York Mets, numbered to 99. And in advanced statistics, Howie Kendrick for the Washington Nationals, numbered out of 300. We had 152 chrome superstar, we could call Fernando Tatis Jr. for the Padres. 186 rookie, Alec Bohm for the Philadelphia Phillies in 86. We had 1 relic major league material, Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Atlanta Braves. We had 1 short print, standard 30 code short print photo variation for the Los Angeles Dodgers, Mookie Betts. And we'll do a count of the flagships, and that'll be our wrap. Nick Madrigal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 Nick Madrigal flagship grade ready rookies. Alec Bohm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Alec Bohm rookies for the Philadelphia Phillies. Joe Adell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Joe Adell rookies for the Angels. Christian Pache, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Pache rookies for the Atlanta Braves. Dylan Carlson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Dylan Carlson rookies for the St. Louis Cardinals. And last but not least, Ryan Mountcastle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 Ryan Mountcastle grade ready flagship rookies for the Baltimore Orioles. I want to thank everybody for being part of the break, being in the group. We'll be posting our schedule this week for next week. We'll be doing Bowman. Again, Series 2, more than likely. We're going to break early with the Facebook group only, just because I want to give back to the Facebook group first before it goes bid crazy on eBay, because we'll probably be one of the firsts that have cases of Series 2 in the retail form. So we'll do some for the Facebook members only and get it out there, get it broken, see what happens. No problem, Michael. Thank you. And I hope everybody had a great weekend. Look for updates. And again, I will tag everybody when we do the second half of this case. Again, just to give some inside information, you saw the first half, and I will tell you when the second half is breaking. Because from my experience, the cases kind of even themselves out. I've yet to see a complete dead case. So I'm not going to say the second half is loaded, but I will bet that the second half has more than this first half. Again, I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. If they need anything from me or any questions, comments, concerns, you can always message me directly through Facebook Messenger, through the Facebook page, and I will do my best to help anybody out, answer any questions. Again, I'll talk to everybody soon. Have a good week.